Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the honorable judges, respected teachers, and my beloved friends. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Silvereina Kejora from Annisa's Health Vocational High School. Today, I would like to deliver a speech entitled More Than Numbers, Building Skills for Tomorrow. In our daily life as students, grades often becomes the main focus of our learning journey. Many of us believe that high grades are the ultimate goals of education. Students with good grades are often considered smart, successful, and promising. Because of this mindset, skills sometimes considered something less important, something secondary that can be learned later. However, if we take a moment to reflect, we will realize that grades alone cannot fully represent who we are or how far we can go in life. Since we were young, we were taught that grades are everything. Report cards become symbols of pride, and exam scores often determine how others judge our abilities. Yet, grades are simply numbers printed on paper. Over time, they fade, and in many cases, they are forgotten. Years from now, people may not remember our scores, but they will remember how we communicate, how we work with others, and how we solve problems. On the other hand, skills stays with us for life. Skills includes the ability to think critically, communicate effectively, collaborate with others, manage emotion, and adapt to new situations. These are abilities that cannot be measured by a single test. They are developed through experience, practice, and reflection both inside and outside the classroom. In Indonesia today, this reality is becoming increasingly clear. Many workplaces and institutions emphasize soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving, not only academic achievements. This direction is also reflected in national education policies promoted by the Kementerian Pendidikan, Kebudayaan, Riset, dan Teknologi, which encourage project-based learning and the development of real-world competencies. This shows that success in Indonesia is no longer defined solely by grades, but by the ability to apply knowledge in meaningful ways. To understand this better, let us imagine two students. The first students always get perfect scores and rank at the top of the class. However, these students finds it difficult to work in a team and feels nervous when speaking in public. The second students may have average grades, but is confident, open to new ideas, able to lead discussion, and willing to learn from failures. When these two students step into the real world, whether in higher education or the workplace, it is clear that the second student is often better prepared to face real challenges. This does not mean that grades are not important. Grades help us measure our understanding of academic material and reflect our effort in learning. They still matters. However, grades should not be seen as the final destination. Grades are result, while skills are the process that shape our character and mindset. Skills teach us how to race after failure instead of giving up. Skills train us to listen before we speak and to respect different perspectives. Skills encourage us to try, to explore, and to improve rather than simply memorizing information for exams. Therefore, it is time for us to change our mindset. We should study not only to achieve high grades, but to become capable individuals with strong characters. Education should prepare us to face the future with confidence, resilience, and responsibility. Let us value grades as part of our journey, but let us value skills as the foundation of our future. That's all I would like to say. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.